and today we're going to talk about Facebook marketing. So first thing I need to know is if you guys can hear me. So if you wouldn't mind just typing into the chat box there for me, make sure that you can hear my voice. Let's see here. Yep, got a yes. So it looks like you guys can hear. So we will get started on things. Make sure you ask questions, participate. This will be recorded. It will be posted in the Thursday Therapy Think Tank. I know I have the Google AdWords presentation that I'll put up there today after this. I'll get to as many questions as I can. Ask a second time if you need to, and put it in the chat box, of course. And let's make this interactive. But we got a lot to cover. Make sure, I'm sure most of you already know, if you haven't already joined the Thursday Therapy Think Tank, go to your Facebook page, log in through your profile, do a search at the top there. This is an old picture, but now there's the graph search. But just do a search for Thursday Therapy Think Tank, and then click the join button there, and we'll get you in there. And that's where we'll post a recording of this presentation as well. So today we're going to talk about Facebook for physical therapy private practice. Most of you in your community are on social networks. And most of your community is too, you guys and your community. And what they're doing is, of course, they're sharing, liking, and commenting on things. It's a social world in which anybody can author and comment. So really, for physical therapy private practice, just like anything else in business, it's a question of value and your time. Are you going to get value out of it, whatever you determine value to be, and do you have the time to do it? So the fundamental question we have to ask is, what are your social media marketing goals? And of course, most of you will probably say, we'll jump right in, you want more patients. Or maybe you want to add staff. Maybe you're looking to hire. So there is a pathway to success for this. How big your success is, how big your return on investment is, that's still questionable, of course, but I think you can't ignore social media marketing, and in particular working on the biggest network online that there is, that's Facebook. So as far as your mindset goes when it comes to jumping into this kind of stuff, I know many of us, myself included, with some of these things, it's a change, it's something different. So we have concerns about that. We have fears about this. We have something more we need to add to our plate. So that becomes a challenge. But one of my favorite quotes is by Henry Ford. If you think you can do a thing or you think you can't do a thing, you're right. So having the right mindset, knowing that you can do this, is certainly something. That's the mindset it's something you can achieve, and the mindset you have to have when it comes to doing this online marketing. So give me 2 seconds here. All right. So I've come up with a 4-part plan for you, and again, this will be recorded, and so you'll be able to go back and check this out. But this 4-part plan is how you are going to have some success with Facebook. The first goal is to increase awareness and build followers. So if you don't have anybody following you on your Facebook page, any fans or likes as they're called, you certainly can't engage anyone, and the engagement is the comments, likes, and shares. That's the conversation. That's the social part of things. The third part is to convert those fans, which are primarily going to be your past patients, into repeat patients. And then, of course, the fourth goal is to facilitate word-of-mouth referrals. The thing about social media marketing and just about most things that we do online with respect to marketing is that you can measure things. And the fact is that you're more likely to have success with your social media marketing efforts, or any marketing effort, if you measure things, if you set goals and you measure your progress. You're going to have to try different things when it comes to marketing online, especially on Facebook. You're going to have to get creative. Marketing is an ever-changing process. I've shown you guys multiple times in past presentations the idea that you have to go with first best practices, then you have to implement those best practices when you're marketing, Then the third step is you have to measure, and the fourth step is to refine and repeat. So it's a continuous cycle that we go through when we're marketing. And only by measuring, well, you know and understand those KPIs or what are called key performance indicators, and those key performance indicators will help you understand if you're achieving your goals or not, if you have to change. But it's not a black and white, just do it and then you're done. You always got to be checking, just like when I talked about Facebook ads last week. We're always doing 2 Facebook ads and we're A/B testing to see which ad is going to perform the best. And the one that doesn't perform well on Google, we get rid of. Same with Facebook. You try some things, you see what types of responses you get, and then if you're not getting the responses you want, you change. If you're getting good response, you ask the question, how can I get a better response? So it's a very dynamic process, and that is marketing. So the thing you need to do is answer these questions. And so in the first quarter, we're going to break this up into quarters or 3 months at a time. You need to answer these questions with respect to the goals you're going to achieve in quarter number 1. How much time are you going to spend on this? And this varies. Your answer is going to be your specific answer. How much time are you going to spend on this? I would suggest maybe 2 hours a week is reasonable. You might be able to get away with less. You might want to spend more. What is your budget going to be is the next question for the next 3 months. You can spend less than $100 and I think do this reasonably well. $100 is certainly going to do it for you. I'm going to show you some really cheap ways and free ways to do this. But I would say $100 to $200 is reasonable. If you have a lot of locations, you can spread that cost out, obviously. If you have just 1 or 2 or 3 locations, you're probably going to be able to get away with spending less money, but you may have to spend more time. And then you want to define what success is for you. And in the first quarter, remember our first goal is to get fans and likes, is to acquire fans and likes. Set yourself a number. Your number might be you want to get 100 new fans to your Facebook page in the first quarter. Your second goal might be how many engagements, how many likes, comments, and shares will you get? Well, you'll do, maybe you want 100 post likes and 50 comments and 5 shares. So these are just some arbitrary goals that I put out there for you. But your third question that you're going to ask is what percentage of website traffic will this increase your website traffic by? So if people are engaging, liking, commenting, and sharing, you're making contact with them. But another side note to that or side benefit to that is more people are going to be going back to your website. So find a key performance indicator that matters to you. Website traffic, I think, is a very good way. It's an indirect way to measure. It's kind of like taking blood pressure and looking at heart disease. It's an indirect measure, same as cholesterol and heart disease. But if you increase your web traffic, the assumption is you will increase the number of people that come into your practice. So I'll stop right there and ask if you have any questions about what our goals are, some specific goals that we can put together, and our specific plan for our first quarter. Again, going back, our goal number 1 that we want to reach is to increase awareness and build followers. That's what we want to do in this first quarter. We can't jump right into getting new patients. It's just not going to happen, especially with social media. It's a conversation. It's not just push advertising. Any questions so far about what we've gone through? Doesn't look like we have any questions, so that's great. We'll move right on. So your social media marketing plan summary. So based on what we've talked about, it's pretty darn easy up to this point. Realize your goals. First is to gain awareness about your business, and then it's to retain patients as well. So awareness that you have a Facebook page, awareness that you do other things other than treat just that back pain problem that your patient had. What I'm saying here is that if you have a back pain patient that you're treating, then you want to make sure they know you have a Facebook page, and from there you can increase awareness that you treat other things or that you're an expert in the community about something. That's awareness. And then by doing that and giving them the social media channel, your Facebook page, it will help with retention. And eventually the goal is to get more traffic to your website indirectly and also to generate things like word-of-mouth referrals. Our second point in our summary of our plan here is to set a budget and time. No budget, no time. Obviously, you can't get much done. And then the third thing, because if you measure, you're more likely to achieve your goals, set those numerical goals. And I gave you some examples of numerical goals. And then the other thing I would recommend you do is check out your competition. What are they doing? If somebody has a Facebook page and they have tons of posts on there and it's up to date, but they're not getting any likes, comments, or shares, it's not an effective Facebook page because, again, we're talking about social media, a social network. So you need to get those comments, likes, and shares. So look at other people's Facebook pages and find out what is successful for them. The fact is that in physical therapy, in private practice in particular, which is the market I deal with and that most of you are in, not many people are having great success. I would recommend that you check out PT Central, facebook.com/PT Central. Of course, they have, I've mentioned them before, they have a huge practice, I think 10 or 11 offices now, and they have a lot of people participating. But you get a real sense of culture and identity and who they are, and that's certainly going to be attractive for people that are looking for a job. And when you're a company that big, you always need staff. There's always turnover, people that are out, etc. So it's a great opportunity for them to participate in their community, and they have a lot of people that are involved. They have over 3,000 fans or likes. So we have our summary, but let's most importantly think about our patients, our target audience. And it may be patients. It also could be, if your Facebook page is up there, as I mentioned, for prospective new employees, that would be your customer avatar. Or an avatar is like the ideal, it's a picture, if you will, of your ideal patient or your ideal prospect. And so I just detailed some things out here for you to help you draw up an idea of your avatar. Maybe they are a Blue Cross, they're Blue Cross insured. Though Blue Cross is in California, for example, doesn't pay the best. That may not be the best insurance, but they're a Blue Cross insured person. They're an extremity patient. They have an acute problem, and it's non-complicated. So that's the person we're talking about. They're 25 to 55 years old. Maybe it's the mom in the household that makes a lot of the healthcare buying decisions. So that could be your avatar. And then you would ask the question, what network are they on? And there are many networks, social networks out there. There's Twitter, of course. There's Pinterest. There's there's LinkedIn. Lots of different networks that you may go after, but we're going to focus on Facebook as the network. So if we create this avatar, our ideal person that we're marketing to through Facebook, now we need to create our theme or our platform, our position, if you will. We need to create something that's attractive to people. So that's why I said creating gravity. We want to attract people. So there's a question here that I see. Can we listen later to the webinar? Yes, you can, Phyllis. That, as I mentioned previously, it will be recorded, and we'll post that in the Facebook group. So thank you for asking. So back to our positioning, our theme, our platform. Platform is a great word for this. We want to be, again, if you're going to have a conversation with people, you need to attract these people. Fact is that physical therapy isn't very social. People need therapy, but they don't ever want therapy. I've said this before, I say it a lot, you can induce demand for Budweiser, Kim Kardashian, Coke, some of these elite athletes and superstars. People want to know more about what's going on in their lives. It's tough to induce demand for something that people only have a need for. So you have to be creative. The fact is that, as I mentioned here, it's a service people need but they don't want. But when they do have a need, they have that immediate need. So you need to position yourself as the leader or the best or cutting edge. Position yourself as a wellness or sports expert. One of the better Facebook pages that I've ever seen was done by a solo shop that had one location, but they used fame, or they had an elite athlete in there that did swimming, and lots of people were gravitated towards learning more about how this elite athlete could teach them how to swim better. So the club swimmers and the triathletes, they would gravitate towards this Facebook page, and they'd be looking for tips and more information about swimming. But this page happened to be sponsored by a physical therapy practice. So the physical therapy practice was also involved in the Facebook page. They taught people how to swim better to avoid shoulder impingement, thoracic problems, all those things, neck problems, things that swimmers get. And they got tons of engagement because people wanted to learn more about this information. So you got to think about the want and how you can fulfill that and be attractive to people. And people want the best. So I would say one position or one platform you could take is being the leader in your community. So question would be, why would anybody like your Facebook page? I mean, if you're just a service people need and no one wants, why would anybody want to like your Facebook page? And there are a number of reasons why people might go and like your Facebook page. You ask them, and they're doing it out of respect for you, and they don't want conflict, so they don't want to say no to you. Another reason people might go to your Facebook page and like it is uncertainty of not knowing the solution to a problem in the future. So some people want to be in the know, and you as the leader, that's your platform, providing cutting-edge information about what you do best, that will appeal to some people. Altruism. So some people will want to belong to your Facebook page because they also want to be in the know so that they can help others find great undiscovered or rare medical specialists. So the other one's reciprocity. Some people will belong to your Facebook page to acknowledge and reward your business, that you went above and beyond for them. And the last one is recognition. Many people like to be in the know about information so that they can refer people to you. But the fact is that people are also very guarded about making referrals. You guys know this because they want to make sure that their reputation isn't tarnished if they make a bad referral. That's why customer service and clinical excellence are so important. But if that's your platform, okay, and then you have interesting information that you're sharing, you can create gravity. So questions about this up to this far, your platform, your theme, and why people would like you. Here's one question. How can I make the patients like my Facebook page? I mean, I personally don't do that. Okay, so good question. I'm going to share with you some tactics about how you can get people to like your page. Any other questions up to this point? We talked about positioning or having a platform and creating an attractive Facebook page, gravity, if you will. Any thoughts? No thoughts. So any questions about why people will like your Facebook page? All right, so Facebook, as I mentioned, is the platform that everybody's on, over 1 billion users. They're your target audience. And the fact is that they use mobile. They interact with their mobile device in Facebook more than their desktop now. So to answer the questions, use your mobile optimized website to help people interact with you. There are the marketing opportunities specifically with respect to Facebook. And I'll answer that question. I'll go back to that question about how do you get people to like your page in a second. Let's just make sure we cover first the platform so we're clear. Obviously, we're talking about Facebook. And the marketing opportunities that are available to you on Facebook are your Facebook page. There are advertising or sponsored posts that can come up in the news feed. Boosting is the term that that Facebook uses to get your Facebook post to show up. And then, of course, the other opportunity to help with our marketing campaign is measuring those outcomes. So let's take a quick look at a Facebook page, and I'll just show mine real quick, just for some examples. Again, I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, so here is a Facebook page, and this is the E-rehab Facebook page, of course. And so this is your cover photo, and your profile photo is over, your profile picture is over here. These are the tabs down here that you can utilize, and in our next presentation we're going to show you how to utilize some of those tabs. If you're an E-rehab client and you're using our Facebook page service, we put in our patient medical library within there, as well as the newsletters. You want to make sure that you have your complete information over here by just updating that. And you update all of that through your administrative panel up here. Okay, so if I'm assuming that most everybody on here will understand, this is not my personal profile. So I am logged in as me, David, but it's not my personal profile that I am excuse me, that I am posting under. I am posting on my public facing business page. And then here are the posts. And then as an administrator, you can see I could invite people that are my friends from my profile to my page. The other thing I can do is when I post something on my page, I can boost that post. And boosting that post is going to share this message right here, your Facebook page wall post, to about 16, well, without boosting it, about 16% of the people are going to see this post that like you. So I have 772. Thank you for those that have increased our numbers. Really appreciate that. If you haven't gone out to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/E-rehab, post lots of great stuff on there for you. But my point is that I have 772 fans. Okay, so when I post something on my wall, about 16%, or let's say 20%, which is a little high. So about 140 people are going to see this. And you can see that in this one, only 45 people saw this post. So that's not a lot of people, or not a lot of my fans are seeing what I'm posting out to them. So what you can do is you can spend a little bit of money to boost this out to your fans and actually some of their friends as well. So does everybody understand that? You create a wall post, and then you boost it out, and your fans are going to see it in their news feed as well as some of their friends. So that's one opportunity for advertising on Facebook that I wanted to share with you, boosting your posts. And Facebook isn't this open platform that it used to be, because again, they have to, and I say again, I mentioned this before, they're publicly traded. They have to make some serious money now for their shareholders. So to get your Facebook wall post, this, out to your fans, these people, you have to boost things. It costs you money now. So that's one great opportunity. And again, it's really cheap. When you boost post, you can pick something and look at your reach, how many people this will show, for very, very cheap. I mean, spend 10 or 20 bucks and reach these people in your community. All right. So when any questions up to this point about Facebook pages, wall posts, boosting, any of that kind of stuff? All right, so these are the opportunities we have to market on Facebook. We can create the page. We can do some advertising, especially by boosting. We can also do right side ads, and then we can use insights to measure. So your homework is to re-engage with Facebook. Okay, if you haven't been on Facebook for a while, or you haven't really checked it out with respect to your Facebook page, take a look at it again. Go in there and click on your administrator section, your insights, and kind of just get a lay of the land. Click on things. Figure out what things do when you click on it. If you don't have one and you're at our gold level membership, we'll build one for you. Let us know. Complete your Facebook page if you haven't. Get a cover photo, set up some tabs, make sure you have your profile picked. If you need help with that, and again, you're at our gold level service, please ask us to do it. It's part of our service. We don't charge any extra to do these things. Our Facebook service is actually a free service that we provide to our gold level members. So your other homework is to fill out your page information. Make sure, and when I say that, I'm talking about this stuff right here. Make sure this is all complete. Fill out your About Us section about things, okay? Put your address in there. That's a citation. Put your description in there. Complete this kind of thing. Put your hours in there. Indicate when you opened your practice. So make sure you complete those kinds of things. Link to your website. Create a vanity URL. A vanity URL is for example, this is a vanity URL. My vanity URL, obviously, for my Facebook page is facebook.com/info. Okay, that's a lot easier to remember than, let's do a search for a physical therapy. Let's do a search for physical therapy. So, okay, so I want to show you the difference between a vanity URL and not. Okay, so physical therapy Facebook pages. All right, so we'll look here. There's PT Central. Let's look for one that probably all of these are going to be very active. Facebook pages, lots of likes. All right, here's one. Well, Athletico, I bet. Here's a huge company. Let's see how they're doing. 4,838 likes. Okay, here's their Athletico PT. This is their vanity URL. Huge company, lots of likes, but they got a tremendous number of practices. So that's why they have so much gravity, so much attraction, as they have so many people that participate. It's just one big social crowd. So much outreach, so many people they can reach through social media. But I think you get the idea. If you don't have this right here, your Facebook vanity URL, then you'll have a long one with a bunch of numbers and all that kind of stuff, which isn't helpful. The other thing, your homework, is to get 10 pictures together of your office. Here's some ideas of things you can get pictures of. Let me take one break and answer some questions. Can you add multiple locations for your business? To my knowledge, you cannot. You can have one Facebook page per business, but you can't add more than one location. That's my understanding. Now there used to be an app that you could add in and then add multiple locations. So you might want to search for, in Facebook, search for apps to add those locations in. So that hopefully answers that question. How do you list two addresses? I just answered that. How do you create a vanity URL? Okay, so good question. Let's go through that real quick. Let me just, facebook.com/. All right, so here we go. Here's the URL you need to know, and I'll blow this puppy up for you. I should be able to make it. No, I can't make this big. It's facebook.com/username. Then you pick your page, and you are going to say, I have all of my pages here, and they already have vanity URLs. But it's going to ask you to type in something that you want for your vanity URL and check availability. And then if it's available, you can add it. So here's my personal username for my personal account. That's for my profile. But what we want is one for your page. So you check availability, and then you can accept that. Make sure if you do this and you have physical therapy in your business name, make it your business name, for example, Acme Physical Therapy and the city you're in. Acme Physical Therapy Encinitas, Acme Physical Therapy La Jolla, Acme Physical Therapy San Diego. By doing something as simple as that, that can help you get your Facebook page ranked on Google. So that's why you would do that. So that's vanity URLs, facebook.com/username. All right. So those questions, I think, were answered there. Now, so we'll follow up with the pictures. Get 10 pictures. If you have somebody with an iPhone, use mobile. Use your smartphones. Smartphones are just unbelievable. The picture quality is great. You need pictures, and the reason that you want pictures is that pictures are what people engage with. They like, comment, and share on pictures. When you post links, you don't get much engagement, and it's all about first getting people to your page to like it, and then secondly, get people to like, comment, and share, engage in your posts. Pictures do that. So that's why you want to get pictures of the outside of your office, your equipment, your people, events, links to your newsletter videos. That would be a link, but that's some extra content you can put up there. Every month when we do your video newsletter, you can grab the link to that video and post that in your Facebook page. Specialty services pages, you could take a picture of something on that, but I really encourage you to get pictures, okay? Things that interest you in the community. If you're a runner or triathlete, if you have hobbies, a golfer, maybe you're engaged with some of the sports teams, take some pictures. Get the simple release that we have, the photo release, we have it in the Facebook group. Get people to sign it and get your pictures there. And then link to your Facebook page from your website. That's the other thing that you guys should do. If you have a Facebook page already and there isn't a link on your website to your Facebook page, let us know. We'll certainly make that happen. So, as Wasim asked earlier on, it's time to get some fans or get those people, acquire some people, some likes. Use your mobile optimized website. That's a super easy way for people to get to your Facebook page. You put a link on your mobile optimized website and they go directly to it. Okay? Wanted to show you something else. So give me 1 second just to go over here. Whoops. Here we go. All right. So another thing, create a piece of paper, a handout if you will, and put a QR code and take them to your mobile optimized website if you like, and then link to your Facebook page, or take them directly to your Facebook page. Okay, it's easy if you just have them go right to your website, your mobile optimized website, and then from there they can excuse me, they can click on a link and go right to your Facebook page. But you could have the link, this could be facebook.com/e-rehab. Could be the URL there. This QR code, easy to do QR codes. They're a commodity. You can get them at Google, qrstuff.com. Easy places. But hand this piece of paper. It's printed out. It's a physical piece of paper. It's not electronic. Give it to your patients and direct them to your Facebook page and get them to like you. And also, as I put on here, show them the recommend us box on there and get them to recommend you if that option is on your Facebook page. For some people it isn't, but when you put in your address and fill out your profile completely, oftentimes that recommend us box will come up. Is there additional charge to have a mobile optimized website created? Yes, there is an additional charge. It depends on the number of locations you have, and that determines how much the setup is. And then our monthly fee is a whopping $25 for your mobile optimized website. But if you use this, it's the cheapest, and these are super cheap investments. Compare us to what we do, what other people do, and all the ways we teach you to use it. It's just unbeatable. So if you have more questions, you can certainly ask us about mobile optimized websites. But when your patients are laying on the plinth and they're on heat, ice, stim, whatever they're doing, just sitting around, they usually pull out their phone. Give them a piece of paper. Give everybody a piece of paper in your clinic that takes them to your Facebook page and get those likes. Okay, so that's the big way, the easy way. You got to make them aware of it. You can do other things though. Put stickers on your doors. Have a placard. Put this on your front desk as well. Get a $7 piece of plastic that contains this piece of paper. Put it on your front desk. Reward your staff. Give them something, a cheap reward if they get Facebook likes as well. So get lots of people in your community to like you. It's not hard to do. All right, so we'll resume here. Okay, so other ways. Have your office staff like your page. I wouldn't make it mandatory, but many people are very proud to work in a quality physical therapy office that helps a lot of people. Have your staff like their page. Encourage your friends in your community to like your page. Make it a part of the patient care process. The best thing to do is for you to make it a standard, a process. It happens with every patient that you expose them to your Facebook page. Another way that we'll talk about next time is to create a contest as well to get comments. To get likes. Question we have is how do you get the recommend us page? I went over that. The way that I've seen it happen is that once you fill out your content on there, your address, and you verify your address and your Facebook location, your physical location in there, oftentimes that recommend box shows up. I will check into that more, but I've seen it on tons of Facebook pages, and I've also seen it. I've seen pages that don't have it as well. So I'll research that more for you, Terry, and get some answers in the Facebook group about that. So once you get people to like it, and again, you set those goals. Your goal is to acquire likes, and 100 in a quarter, 33 per month. Really not hard to do considering your staff and the people you know. It's just really not hard to do. Next thing you need to do is you need to generate some quality content, and part of your homework was to create some pictures. And from those pictures, I would suggest that if you're just starting a Facebook page and you don't have one before, you want to seed your Facebook page, S-E-E-D, seed your Facebook page with some content. So put some pictures up there first before you go out and get any likes or fans of your page. And then once you get people up there, you need to generate that quality content, and pictures are the way to go. And then the way that you engage people is to get likes. Now, this is not people liking or fanning your page. These are people that click the thumb up, the like on your wall post. So just to be clear what that means, I'll show you what the difference is. Just I want to make sure. I'm sure most of you know this, but I don't want to leave anybody behind here. So if we scroll down here, if you like the page, if I've been to a page and I don't like it, then the like button shows up right here. Okay? And then here's the review button up here that shows up. That can allow me to post a review. That's a great way to engage people, and to get, when I do a review of my business, that goes out to some of my friends. So that's an opportunity there. And there's also this reviews bar down here. Okay, but likes, when you like a page, that's one thing. Okay, and then to like a post, again, most of you probably know this. Here's a like. Here's my comment and share. This is what we want people to do when you put a post up there. So we want people to engage in your content. Like, comment, and share. Because when you do that, your content goes out to more people, more of your fans, essentially. The longer your post is alive, so to speak, or gets likes, comments, and shares, the more people, the greater number of your fans, again, these up here, are going to see your post. Because, again, remember, only about 16 to 20% of your fan base is ever going to see your posts. So the more engagement you get, the greater number of your fans are actually going to see that post. So you need to think this through in great detail here. If you start posting things that people don't like and share, you're going to run into trouble. You only get one chance with posts here. So here's 20 things that I put together that you might want to post about. But the fundamental question you have to ask yourself is, will they read, will they be interested in what you post? So holiday wishes, pictures, and videos, huge. Pictures are the key. Clinical events, community events, research like hijacking. Go find some research out there and do a health alert. Just like the FDA does health alerts, and some of these watchdog groups do health alerts. Do a health alert about physical therapy. Grab some of the latest content out there. Talk about cost savings, avoiding downstream costs, injections, drugs, drug addiction, surgeries. Find the best research out there and post something about that. But if at all possible, take some sort of picture. If it's a piece of research on back pain, take a picture of somebody's back, one of your staffers' back problem, or not. Take a picture of their back or posture or something like that, and post that picture up there, and then just put a little note up there. Again, people engage in pictures. Interview parallel professions and put something up there, a link to something like that up there. Talk about Obamacare. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt about that. Local health events. You can certainly talk about those kinds of things. Charity events. Move forward PT pages are things you can post about. But again, be very careful about posting links to just general information that might be interesting to you. You've got to make it interesting to them. Trivia questions, comments, or on opinions. You can be a little bit controversial for sure. You can take a picture of one of your staffers when they complete a Con Ed course. If you did a great visual is kinesiotaping, for example. Have the staffer that took the course put some kinesiotape on one of your other staffers or themselves and take a picture of it and post about that, and then post a benefit. Remember, always think about not features. Manipulation is a feature. The benefit is your back pain goes away. Talk about benefits. Births and birthdays. If you look at other Facebook pages, because that's what I encourage you to do, births and birthdays, pictures of somebody with a little hat on and a birthday cake, or holding a new baby, tons of comments and engagement you get there. Nutrition and exercise, again, be careful about this, but if you can actually show a picture of somebody or something that's really controversial or top of mind, or you want to share something about, I don't know, Biggest Loser or something like that, if it pertains to you, that might be an option. There's just tons of different things you can post on. So here are some ideas. Again, I put danger, 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 okay? It's really, really important for you to think this through. You want to make sure that you're posting things that your fans are going to like, okay? With Facebook, it's about quality, not so much quantity. People can hide your posts just like that, and they won't see any of your future posts. So you always need to think through your strategy. Ask what you would like to see if you were them, okay? Ask your patients what they'd like to see. That's certainly the best thing you can do. Ask your patients. They are your market. They are your viewership. Look at your competition as well. What are they posting that's getting lots of engagement? Look at the chiropractic pages out there too. Physical therapy is moving to retail medicine and direct access. There's no doubt about it. Chiropractors have been doing it a lot longer than we have, and every time I ask people what percentage of patients they get as direct access patients, people say 30, 40, 50% are direct access. But what they don't say, and the question I ask is, how many of those people that are direct access patients came to you right off the street and weren't referred to you the first time? And almost always, your direct access patients initially came to you from a referral. What's my point here? I'm saying that you're going to have to change your mindset. You're going to have to start going after the patients and try to get them to come right into your practice without ever going to a doctor, okay? So in order to do that, you got to look at your competition. Look at chiropractors. What are they doing, okay? And what are they doing on their Facebook pages to reach out as such? Comment on your post. That will, if you have, what you can do every time you post, have your staff like the post and also comment on the post. That's going to increase the number of people that will see your wall post as well. All right, I'll pause for just a second, but I want you to really understand that you got to be very careful about what you're posting there. Now, and the reason is you don't want people to hide your posts in their newsfeed. Comments, research jacking spelled incorrectly. Thank you, I'll fix that. Can I get a recording of this to show my bosses? That'll cost you $100, Jim. But no, it is in the Facebook group. So you can go in there and get a copy there. That's the only way I'm sharing my presentations. I can't possibly share them any other way. All right, so moving on. Any other questions? Joint venturing, how can you cross-promote? Another thing you can look to do is cross-promote or get together with parallel industries. If you want to create that gravity, you want people to be attracted to your Facebook page, go out and find other industries and see if you can come up with a broader theme. Okay, maybe you want to create the wellness page for your community, for Oakland, California. Okay, Montclair, California. You want to have your Facebook page, your platform is wellness. then you can bring in other people, massage therapists, personal trainers, nutritionists, etc., and have them post as well, and bring all of their fans and friends too. There can be some cross-pollination when it comes to these kinds of things. The big question is, if you're going to create engagement, what does your community want? Okay, nobody needs physical therapy. So let's talk about next an editorial calendar. So I've tried to do everything I can for you guys with respect to getting this done. It's only a small percentage of you that are watching will actually take any action, and that's fine. That's normal with respect to any type of education. But those that do will have some success for sure. And along those lines, one of the barriers is, when do I post? What's my calendar look like? So here's a typical editorial calendar for you. On Monday, write down some ideas, content ideas. Go out and research Jack, and I spelled that one right, fortunately. Research Jack, go out and look for other pieces of research. Think about holidays and local events. Check your results on what's working and not working, and use that as a guide as to what else you might be posting in the future. On Tuesday, launch a contest. Use something like WooBox or OfferPop or ShortStack. Some of these are free or very low cost. Wednesday, boost a popular post. Spend $10 and get it out to 2,000 people in your community, 3,000 people in your community. Okay? Run a contest. People really gravitate towards those contests. People love free. Which contest? We'll talk about those next time, and then you guys will have to figure it out yourself which contest types are best. But there's a number of different contests. The photo contests are great. On Thursday, capture visuals or rich media. That's when you want to use your iPhone. Look back on Monday and think about the things that you were going to do as far as your posts for the following week, and take some pictures. On Friday, schedule your posts for the following week. Put your visuals in there, your photos. You can create your contests for the following week if you like. Post local articles. A health alert. Be an authority in your community. Create a health alert. I know that in my community there's a large pediatric group, and of course, everybody has great concern for the wellness and the well-being of children. They send out this health alert that gets a ton of readership. I know, I asked them. So be your own health alert expert in your community with regard to movement disorders. So that's your editorial calendar for you. Here's some ideas with respect to writing great posts. Okay? Consider the text. Okay? This is all based on the research. 80 characters or less gets 66% more engagement. Pictures get 53% more likes, 104% more comments, and 84% more click-throughs. Okay? That's from Kissmetrics. Question posts get 100% more comments. Post 1 to 4 times per week gets 71% more engagement. So if you ask me the question, how often should you post? I'd say 3 times, 4 times a week. There's some, these URLs will be up, and you'll see this in the presentation if you actually want to check out the references, and please do. And do your own research too. There's tons of this stuff out there. All right, so that's pretty much it for part 1, with the exception that we're going to go through how to set up, actually set up an app, your Buffer app, so that you can schedule all these things. Next time we're going to talk about Facebook advertising, insights, so we'll actually boost some posts. We'll go through insights. We'll talk about how to target your community. We'll set up a fan gate or a basic contest through one of these. So any questions up to this point with respect to the presentation? We have goals. We want to measure things. We want to set specific numerical goals. I talked about the importance, posting 3 or 4 times a week. I talked about the importance of getting people to your page and liking your page first. Got to have followers first, and then engaging them and really thinking through in great detail, is this a picture that people would want to like or comment or share? And And then I talked about a little bit more about what you can do on different days of the week to have a regular plan for this, your editorial calendar. So any questions up to this point? How do you put multiple pics on cover? So you're talking about the cover graphic, cover photo. So the way that you do that, like this here, I put all these graphics on here. This is actually just one big graphic. You can see I'm moving it around. So I took lots of little pictures and I put it in Photoshop. You can use something called Pixlr, Pixlr.com, which is an online version of Photoshop, and you can do it for free. I think it's P-I-X-E-L-R, Pixlr. There it is, Pixlr, an online version of photo editing for you. So get somebody to do it for you that knows how to do it too. But my advice would be to put some nice smiling happy faces on your as your Facebook cover photo. Go out there and look and see what other people are doing too. So I hope that helps. Can you please go over QR paper again? Where does that start? Okay, so this is what we're referring to here. So I created a one-page document, okay, and on there I put the web address, and when we go to that web address, it actually has the mobile. It opens up the mobile page, the mobile website, and then they can click on a link to go to Yelp to review you, or they can click on another link and go to your Facebook page, and they can like your page, and they can also recommend your page. That's all this is this graphic. If you want one of these, ask in the Facebook group, and I'll try to put one together for you. I'll actually customize it for you. Just make sure that you tell me what practice you're with, and I'll give you one of these pieces of paper. You can print it out, print multiple copies, and go from there. Let's see, what else? How do you join the Facebook group? I mentioned that in the beginning. Go to facebook.com, type in Thursday Therapy Think Tank. When you do that search, I'm already logged in. Go there, and you can certainly at the top there'll be a button right about here that says join. Click that. Simon just joined. Simon's in. Thank you. Vicky Vermeer is in the group. All right, so that's all it takes to join the Thursday Therapy Think Tank. All right, and let's see. Can we have graphic? Have graphic. Pretty please. Can we have graphic? I don't know what that means. I think if you want graphics for your Facebook page, can you clarify for me on that question? All right. Any other questions? Certainly, if you can clarify for me on that question, I'm happy to see what I can do to help there. Ask questions in the Facebook page as well. Let's go through Buffer app real quick. I think we just got a few minutes left, and I'll just hit this real quick here. Okay, but Buffer app is the way you're going to schedule your posts. So you go to Buffer. I'll sign out. Okay, bufferapp.com. Bufferapp.com. Okay. All you do, sign up with your Facebook profile or sign up with your email address. I like that personally. Since I already created an account, it's free, guys. There it is, free. All right. If you want to have some advanced features in Buffer app, I don't really think you need all of them, but there are a few more you can get. It's $8.50 a month. Not much. So I use my autofill program there for my username and password. There we go. So I'm in. I'm into Buffer. This is really, really simple to do. All you do over here is you connect to your Facebook page. So you got to know your Facebook username and password to get in. Okay. Then it'll give you the option, and you connect to it. And then all you do is the first thing you'll see when you come in is you'll say it automates everything. You'll pick the days that you want to post. Okay, say you want to post Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and and maybe not Friday. Okay, so you add your post time. Then those are the times that it will post for you. you'll have to get into the details, but it's really not hard. Okay, and then all you do is create your post here. What do you want to share? So I created a post real quick. I want to add a picture because, again, I love pictures. They're the best. So let's see. We'll do more engagement on Facebook. Okay, and then we'll type something in here too. Okay, and let's see. Did it upload? Yes, it uploaded. There it is. And I can share it now. I can schedule a custom time, or I can just put it in Buffer, and Buffer is going to automatically post it during those times. But this is, I love this program. It's super easy to do. The other one you can use is Hootsuite. It's a little bit more complicated, but it has a few more features. And if you want to just go back and see your post, boom, okay, there's my post right there. I could edit it here. I could delete it. I could edit the post itself. This is editing the time, and it's pretty much done. So these posts are all going to go on Sunday, which is not what I would want. I could just change the time here. But since I chose it today on Thursday, I created it on Thursday. The next time it's going to go out is on Sunday because that's when I have my post scheduled to go out. Again, all you do is you have to create your posts. Okay, associate it with your page, create your posts, and Buffer will send it out on a schedule, or you can customize it here. It's really, really simple. The other thing you'll get is some analytics. I don't have any analytics because I haven't posted anything, really. This is just all an example for you. Settings over here, there's not a lot of them. You know, you can create shortened links and things like that. Bring in team members. That requires an advanced account. But that's pretty much it. I think this is a wonderful program. It's free. Again, it's free. And bufferapp.com, and you can start scheduling things and go get your social media marketing calendar together. So let's see, questions. Why don't you schedule on Facebook page itself? It has a schedule. You certainly could do that. You certainly absolutely could do that. So this is just the main advantage of this is that you can also add in Twitter and LinkedIn. So Buffer really is a multi-platform program. You could certainly go to Facebook and do it yourself, which I think is a wonderful idea. You just would go to your page. We'll just go to my page. And you go down to your post. I'll add a photo. I'll add that HubSpot photo. Here, browse. Certainly can do that. I'll put this one here, and then I can write something in. This shows that pictures are the best to post, something like that. And then you could click your little clock right here, add a year, then ask you to add the month and the day and the time, and you can do it that way. So that's a great comment there. And then you also have access to your analytics too. So certainly you could do it that way as well. That's actually, you could argue that's a better way to do it. I wouldn't disagree with you there. So if you're also going to use Twitter and LinkedIn, Buffer is a great platform for that too. I think our page may be more like a personal page. How do you make sure it's a business Facebook page? You have to create the page. So if you haven't created the page, there's tons of differences between your Facebook profile and your Facebook page. So again, I don't personally want to show you my profile because it's got all my personal stuff on there. But all you do is you go to facebook.com and you create a page or something like that. It's really create page. And then what you want to do is choose a local business, put in your business name, and get started. That's where you create your page. Facebook.com/pages and choose this upper left one. You could also choose a brand or a product, but that's really not the most accurate thing. You want this because you want to be able to put in your street address. That gives you another citation, which helps with Google search rankings. So hope that answers that question. Any other questions? Any other questions? That's pretty much it. Let me just make sure I covered everything here. add your Facebook page account, schedule your posts. Again, I like Buffer too with respect to scheduling because it's easy to see what's going on. Facebook has that option too, though. So great idea to just go straight to Facebook. All right, if we don't have any more questions, I think we will call it a day. Again, this recording will be up in the Facebook group next week, and then in a couple weeks, the second Thursday in November, I think that's the 14th, that's when we will talk about some of these other things here. Facebook advertising, insights, targeting your community, how to set up a fan gate, and how to run basic contests there. So we'll do that next time. I don't see any other questions. So guys, thank you very much for participating. And I'll see you on the Facebook page, and the recording will be up there soon. Ask questions and go from there. Thanks again. Okay, so the recording will be ended there. I got a couple more questions. Can you email me questions? No, I don't. I just can't take questions there, and I'd rather have other people see your questions in the Facebook group, please. That way other people will learn. If you don't have a Facebook page and you have to email me, I'll direct you to the Facebook. I'll help you get on the Facebook group. I'm doing this for free, and I want to create community, and I want you guys all to learn. If you have questions, I'm sure that others have the same questions. So if you wouldn't mind, post them in the Facebook group. Let's see what else. Thursday Therapy Think Tank page shows closed. It's a closed group. It's a private group. If you have to join the group if you want to participate there. So click the join button. Other questions? Do I email support to request profile picture design? Yeah, you can send a request to support@e-rehab.com if you want a profile picture design. How do I join the group from my business Facebook page? I do not see it in the search bar. You switch over to your profile is what you need to do. Let me just go back to that. So switch over to your profile. Just go to facebook.com. You got to be logged in. Okay, and then you do the search up here for Thursday Therapy Think Tank. Oops, that is definitely not it. Okay, and then you'll see it. Okay, and the join button will be right up here. So I have some guides in here, the Buffer guide on how to use mobile. I got some other things up here too. And then there's lots of other things. Files tab, a great opportunity for you to see what I put up there as well. So let's see, any other questions? I think that is it. So we will call it a day. Again, go to the group, join the group if you're not already. So we got some people that are already joining. I'll bring them in, and we'll go from there. Thanks everybody for participating, for watching, for sharing. I really appreciate it. I hope this was beneficial, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.